Okay, so we have Haboob here, Vinchester playing as Franks, and Hera playing as the Mayans. So a bit of a classic matchup. Haboob is usually determined by, I'd say, like early pressure. We've seen a few instances where a player can come back after losing this middle area to a feudal push, but it's actually fairly rare. So we'll see who can get the snowball going quicker. I think the Franks are going to be smoother, but the Mayans have more potential, especially heading into that castle age. If they have a decent eagle number or a crossbow number, they can kind of steamroll them.
Yeah, and also I feel like Hera, for me personally, is from all the players we have in Age of Empires community, the best one to utilize mines, even better than Doubt. And he just does it with such a smoothness, right? I think he has just the perfect balance of investing into defense, but not over investing, and has the just a beautiful balance, and that makes it very hard for him or for others to play against him. Obviously, Winchester with the Franks, he loves those, right? Like, he always opens scouts and then will follow it up in Castle Age, most likely with 3 TCs and a castle. So let's see if he's going to be able to do that in this map as well, because as you said, Dave, this map is very aggressive and taking middle control is very important.
Yep. I kind of like how Vinchester has gone out for the woodline at the edge, playing as Franks, and Hera's gone for the one closer, playing as Mayans, because Hera has a lot less mobility than Vinchester does. So if Hera goes out to the one way at the back, feels like Vinchester can run there pretty quickly and snipe that. So he goes for the one a little bit closer. Whereas Vinchester, he knows if Hera's going to pressure him back here, it's going to be slow units, right? Not too concerned about the Eagles early. He's concerned about like men-at-arms archers. He'll have plenty of warning to prepare for it. So I kind of like that approach from Vinchester.
Yeah, very good point there. With Franks, you want to go for scouts opening most of the time, especially against Mayans. Making archers against Mayans doesn't make any sense because you play completely into their strengths. So you want to have scouts. And scouts really struggle at the beginning against men-at-arms and spearmen. And a way to prevent early attacks or early engagements is by having the resources a bit back located. So that is very good for him there. Barry coming in for Winchester. And we will see a stable. There's nothing else he's going to drop down here.
The reason Franks are so good is because you know what's coming 90% of the time, and you just can't stop it. It's so smooth, right? You go scouts into knights.
Yeah.
Like, maybe you add in some skirms along the way. Sometimes you go crossbow a couple times, but not against Mayans. Just scouts into knights. And you're challenging Hera to survive and then push back against that.
Yeah, exactly. And also getting the extra HP on the scouts is so super helpful. And, you know, until end of Castle Age, Franks literally can do anything they want. Okay, Cav Archer is not something we see too often from them, but the strongest unit composition we see is Crossbow Knights, and Franks are super good in that, right? So they're always capable of posing a threat here. And yeah, we see both players walling now to the woodline in the right-hand side. While
I like that wall a lot from Vinchester. I
Yeah.
don't like the farm at the front that he's placing. He could place it at the back instead. He's kind of pushing people in there, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And he's going to force Hera either to go way around on the right side, or all the way around on the left from the TC, and he can just, if he knows he's coming there, he can place a tower on the woodline, be completely safe. So
yeah,
pretty good from Vinch so far.
yeah. They're also very interesting. We haven't addressed that yet. Hera went for a very, very fast build-up without the mill. He went for the second Dark Age building as a gold mining camp instead of the mill. And that's something we usually see on team games, as flanks play that playstyle. Just getting out the numbers super fast with a fast uptime. Obviously, it has a bit of an impact on the food count, but yeah, in this scenario, no problem. Hera still has a lot of sheep remaining. The resources last a little bit longer, so that definitely helps.
Ooh, Vinchester isn't going to see this. Credit to Hera. He went all the way around with the archers. Although Vinch is like, I know your archers are here somewhere, dude. I know they're here. I've got skirmishers coming out from our archer range. But Hera might find some value on this woodline at the back, but he doesn't know that Vinchester is back there. Like, he should assume.
He doesn't
Lost a
see
villager
it.
on his gold.
He doesn't see it. Lost a villager in the gold. And he could have at least taken 2 villagers here against Vinchester. But yeah, due to the fact that he didn't spot it, he, didn't manage to get any kills here. And now maybe 1 at the berries. Vinchester charging in there. And I think 1 should go down here. Dave.
No, she's dead. She's surviving. She's surviving. Oh, she got it in the foot, dude. The Achilles heel. Oh, man.
Oh, Dave, man, you're not that good as predicting.
Yeah, I'm terrible, dude. I'm absolutely terrible. She almost got away, though. She almost got away.
It was the last shot, right? It was just the last shot, but yeah, cannot do anything there. And that cleanup is going to happen now against that army. And overall, Dave, I would say it was a good attempt by Hera, but Vinchester, with a little bit of luck, has managed to completely repel that army.
Well, 1-for-1 villager trade if you're Frank, so you'll take that every day, I think.
Yeah.
And now he's coming back with the scouts, and Hera forced to invest into a tower on that gold. And these are the little things that Hera does here. Like, he knows he has enough time, so he's only building that with 1 villager. Might as well keep your gold efficient. And that doesn't seem like a huge thing, and it's not. But over the course of the game, efficiencies like that add up and just make Hera's eco a little bit better than everyone else's. Exactly. So he does that so well. That goes towards what you were saying before, where he knows the timings, right? He knows how much to invest into defense. And now he just adds a second villager on there when the army gets a little bit closer. Might even add a third. But not concerned.
The thing is, he's not really rushing it anyway, because he knows exactly those skirms are not really the damage dealers anyway. The scouts are a little bit of threat, yes, but they cannot really engage into that as well. And now, Hera is 100% safe. There's nothing which could be done to him. And now he obviously acknowledged the situation and tries to push back himself. However, Vinchester has set his base up beautifully as well. Connected to the right-hand side, connected to the left-hand side, to the forests. Even stonewalling behind there. So he doesn't want to take any risks here, Dave.
Hera can still go all the way around on the sides, and he can still deny like 2 of these farms. But
it's the Vinchester
should be. Yeah, I know. Vinchester should be safe for the time being. I just didn't like it out there, dude. You can see this coming.
You knew it was going to come. You
can see this coming from a mile away. Scouts are trying to get in. Hera doesn't really care about that, apparently. And both players thinking about Castle Age now.
I'm surprised that Vinchester has decided to go for fletching right now. But I guess he's just annoyed by the fact that Hera is camping the northern farm of the TC. And Hera up to Castle Age already. And that's also something which he excels in so much. His build orders. He's just so smooth with them. So clean. And he, most of the time, always gets the lead in that regard.
Losing 2 archers at home, though. Kind of avoidable.
That hurts.
Also, his army forward is going to get cleared up, too, by the skirm. So, fletching actually kind of paying off here for Vinch.
Yeah.
He will be later to Castle Age, and he's still queuing up skirms. Okay, I don't know about that. You kind of need to force Castle Age right now.
Yeah.
But clearing up the archers, he's going to feel really good about, because now Hera making kind of a hybrid army, Eagle Archer, but with only 3 archers on the field. Not going to be much of a threat immediately.
Yeah. And that is a beautiful situation for Vinchester, considering all the circumstances, because the thing which is the scariest thing is if the Mayans have around 10 crossbows or even more and is able to capitalize on their advantage, but that's not something we will see this game. So Hera has to build up his army again and adding the second archery range again now. So it will take a little bit more time than he would have liked to.
Okay, Vinch is about to click up, goes to that second stable, finally clicks up, and he's 2 minutes behind Hera.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
It's really a lot of time. I mean, those eagles will definitely help in taking down a building or even taking down the palisade walls on the left-hand side. Vinchester acknowledges it and walls behind right away with passes, but that's the question. Is he going to be in time? Crossbow and botgun arrow is upgraded right now. So, yeah, let's see. The next couple of seconds are going to be crucial for Vinchester in his defense.
Does Hera go for a siege workshop here? I know a lot of players would, but I'm not sure with Hera.
I wouldn't like it too much because most likely you're going to play against knights anyway. I would add a monks, like a monastery in the front, just to give you that support there. Because like the main focus is going to be in the center anyway, especially for the crossbow play, because the sides, it just takes a little bit of time to go there.
Okay, continue crossbow production here. I was just thinking, if you have enough crossbows, and you already have like 8 crossbows, double range production, your opponent's not in Castle Age yet. Feels like your crossbows can be enough to protect some siege.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. No, I'm just thinking that it is easy for the Frank player to get knights out, and you might want to invest the resources into something else. That's just the thought I have there. Now let's see. I mean, the eagles, they're not scary. They're not upgraded at all. Okay, while I'm saying it, scale mail armor incoming. And yeah, we see a defensive siege workshop by Vinchester here.
You still got the skirms, but you don't want to invest in elite skirm. It just feels so bad.
Yeah.
It just feels so bad. He's going for a few knights. Only has the first armor upgrade. Obviously, doesn't need bloodlines because of Franks. And he has enough to keep Hera from pushing him, but he doesn't have enough to really pressure him yet. And there's the siege workshop from Hera. He puts it even further back.
Yeah. But Dave, why did I even question you? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, like you're a Mr. Controller player. You should know things.
True.
I learned my lesson.
I should know how not to play the game, yeah. Hera goes for another TC right as Vinchester loops around. There's a... Oh, Vinch, don't go back. Oh, this is just classic, isn't it? Just classic. Like, if he had gone aggressive and not respected the army from Hera in the center, which splits away from a nice shot for Vinch, he could have potentially denied that TC, but because he saw the army from Hera, it keeps him honest and keeps him away.
Yeah. These are the moments where you feel like, okay, they're not that big, right? But they are super big. And
yeah, I mean, he could have made the game so messy. Hera has to come back with the army if he gets to that TC, right?
Exactly. And right now, this is a very good position for Hera because, you know, he's chilling.
Hera's going to patrol into this and tank a shot.
No way.
Hera's
never does that.
I've seen him do it. The final game of the best of 21 against Mr. Yo. He patrolled.
Oh, yeah, I
15
remember.
elite skirms.
I remember. Yeah. Wasn't he Spanish or something?
He was, and he was in a decent position. And then it was so funny because I went back and watched his VOD, and he took that shot, and you could just tell he was like, yeah, I'm lost. I'm done.
Yeah. And it's not something which is typical for him. Usually, like, his micro is one of his biggest assets right there.
Eagles are way out of position here, Jordan. They're on the left side. They can't snipe the mangonels.
Yeah. They're... he has been so impeccable with his micro. 2 versus 1 here. And we have to say, Vinchester is one of the best if it's about microing mangonels. And Hera just makes it look so easy here.
He's been what?
Really well played. Huh?
He's been what?
He's making it look very easy, I'm saying.
He's been impeccable?
Impeccable with it.
Oh, Hera just patrols into it!
The patrol. You only lost 1 crossbow though.
I told you it would happen though. I told you it would happen. At some point it's gonna become a trend.
Oh god. That kind of hurts, man. But isn't that a saying? Impeccable?
Impeccable.
Impeccable. Oh god. Why am I not surprised?
See, there's just such a discrepancy between what it's supposed to sound like and what you say.
But you knew exactly what I meant, so I'm fine with that. Oh god. Dave, admit it. The only reason you want to cast is because of my pronunciations.
I really do enjoy casting with you. It's a really good time. Look at the siege workshop for Vinch. He did see the TC.
Yeah. He saw
from Hera, and he puts it on that little pimple over there to the right of that TC.
Pimple. Is that a word? Pimple.
Pimple? Yeah.
I love the.
You don't know that word?
No, I never heard it.
It's like pimple is like acne, you know? You know,
Yeah,
acne?
exactly.
Yeah, that's the pimple. Yeah,
Oh, you
and
can
it's
use
kind of
that?
like a little.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. Yeah. Um, so Dave, there is a forward market. What
Mhm.
does that usually lead to?
That usually leads to buying more stone and making a castle in between these two TCs
I would say
with the
so.
knights there in the siege.
I would say so. Yeah, he doesn't have too many villages though.
And the thing is that like Hera has to be careful with his main army because one bad patrol, you run into a mangonel shot again. If you get out of position from those mangonels, the knights snipe them. So
Exactly.
like Hera can't even consistently push in from that side. Vinchester's going to make it all sorts of messy on this side. And I really like this play from Vinch to take his eye off the main army from Hera there and just like not respect it.
Yeah, I love that. That moment right now, the next 30 seconds are going to be so important for both players here. Like, if you mess up one position, you lost the game. That's how important that is right now. But Hera seems very good. I'm not gonna say impeccable. Very good right now with the front army, but you cannot deny the castle from going up.
Like he can't push in, and it's
No
just
sense.
credit to Vinchester knowing that he can't do it either. He
Yeah.
needs to clear up the stables. He needs to clear up the house. He needs to find himself a perfect position to push from. Vinchester even gets a shot away with the mangonel. He gets a little bit of damage to the crossbows. Almost gets the mangonel from Hera. Hera still can't push in there, and now Hera has 2 TCs under fire, and Vinchester's still looping around with the knights and the mangonels.
Man, but Dave, he has not slipped down at all in the front. Hera, all the units he has in the front, all are fine. He already killed 2 mangonels.
And he's killed both the
just
stables.
insane.
So now he has free shots at that TC.
Yeah.
And Vinchester suddenly has to respect this army again because there's 3 monks there. It's wide open. 4 mangonels and a big army of crossbows. He is going for another castle right in on the stone, though. However, Hera has 3 monks there to convert the knights. Vinci got to delete. He does.
Why
oh
does
boy!
the castle from
Oh,
Hera?
the
Why is he
crossbows!
defensive?
The crossbows, dude.
Oh, there's too much going on right now.
There's way too much going on. EAPM at 170 here from Hera as he tries to manage all of this.
Yeah, this is hectic right now. But yeah, Hera has such a better position here.
Hera just bought 1,000 stone.
Wow. 1,000.
The market is high. And he goes for a
1,000
castle on the farms from Vinchester. 1,000 stone.
What the hell? Yeah, this is looking very, very promising for Hera. It feels like in the front he has a clear lead, especially with the castle going up. And in the back he is also defended. He's fine with the castle. Of course that army can loop around, but with the tower, he's fine, he's fine. A lot of idols though for Dave.
Yeah, the efficiency here from both ecos. I think it's only lower for Hera because currently Vinchester is losing all of those inefficient vills.
Yeah.
So it's not looking great. The villager count though is still fairly competitive. Knights come out, gonna try and snipe the mangonels. Vinchester doesn't take out the monks with this mangonel because they had sanctity, and he gets 3 knights converted. That's gonna be an even bigger issue than the crossbows here.
And like Hera doesn't do any mistakes. Like
Nope.
all
it was
the units he has, he uses to its fullest potential. It's just
I think it
beautiful
was
to
a really good push from Vinchester to go for that castle on the right to open things wide up.
Loved it.
Because most players are going to slip up and lose all their crossbows or their
Exactly.
mangonels on the front or their monks, but not Hera.
No. Against any other player, most likely would have worked. But against Hera, even against him, who didn't do any mistake in the micro, it still is not like 100% one for him. It's like he definitely managed to make.
What
the game
what are
closer.
these mangonels doing at the back, Jordan?
They're dancing. Like
This is
they
dance
have learned-
off?
Yeah, dance off. They're like, let's dance with the tower.
And now the other one
one
is bumping, bro. Look at it.
Yeah. That's a competition. The one who dances better gets the tower.
It's twerking.
The twerking.
I've never
man.
seen that. What the hell is it doing? And now it's running away? No.
Man, that's so badass, man. Oh god. It's
Oh,
like
Hera's crossbows.
I'm gonna
Oh, nice
survive
attack
by
round for
myself.
Vinch. Hera split
Ooh, he
into
gets
that. And
more.
Vinchester getting some great engagements. He does manage to clear up one mangonel.
I think
And
with the
Hera
villager
has,
even. Yeah.
yeah, Hera still has 3 TCs behind this. Like he added in 2 more on the center. But
Yep.
Vinchester 74 vills, Hera 89. And Hera now with another defensive castle. Part of that 1,000 stone he bought there.
Yeah.
Vinchester, though, selling stone. So he's taking advantage of the fact that Hera bumped those prices up.
Remember, obviously, with ranks, the castles are a little bit cheaper. But still, it feels like army-wise, 18-4. And villager-wise, also a huge lead for Hera here. And also the defense is, you know, unbreakable at this point for
Bro,
Winchester. Yeah.
This crossbow just is so annoying. Okay, Hera's gonna let it die. He was microing a singular crossbow in the back of Vinchester's eco.
Yeah, that's what it was.
What a nerd.
Yes. Dave, what do you think are the winning conditions for Winchester right now?
He needs to make things messy again. He needs to maybe attack the farmland in the north of Hera's base. The fact that Hera has castles in defense makes this really, really tough for Vinch. He's in no position to just click up and go for trebs.
Exactly.
And he's only got maybe like 2 or 3 angles that he can really damage Hera now. And Hera is going for a siege workshop up north, which I think is really great for him. So that kind of denies any pressure coming from that angle. Now he only has to worry about the middle, which he's already got locked down.
Exactly. The only potential where Winchester could have dealt a lot of damage was in the north where the farms are. But now with the siege workshop, you completely, prevent that from happening at all. And yeah, now Winchester...
Hera should have this.
I think so as well, Dave. I mean, yeah, he has the base on right hand side, 1 TC there, where he's expanding on his economy, on the gold. A hand card even incoming for Hera. That's something
Just like,
he never
look
did in the past.
Look at the macro here from him. Like, he's got 46 farms. As Mayans,
Yeah.
he has 46 farms.
insane.
The Frank player only has 28, and he's getting hand cart too, which means that if he wants to, he's probably going to use that stone for a castle, but he could sell his wood, sell his stone once hand cart comes in, and unqueue those vills and then go up to Imp. And then suddenly you have a ton of plumed archers. You just run into the eco and kill all the villagers.
Yeah, and
easy.
Game over. Exactly.
Yep.
And now there's also micro. Oh, whoa, one mangonel killing 2 mangonels. Did you see that?
That first split was kind of unreal. The angle for that split was kind of wild.
Yeah. I think at this point you're a little bit tilted that you don't get the hits on Hera's army if I'm in Winchester's position.
Speaking of, I just missed out on those monks. He could have killed them.
It was very close, yeah.
Nice.
But yeah,
Attack round on the Eagles there.
Definitely looks like now with the castle also denied. Resources are looking... Oh, he doesn't have anything on gold right now, Hera does, but he's even further increasing the farm count. Are you serious?
He's got already. 16. He's got 16 vills in the queue. Great attack rounds from Vinchester, anticipating the splits.
Yeah. But oh boy, this is... At this point, this is over farming, if that is a word.
Over farming? Well, I mean, he can sell 500 food, 600
Easily,
food,
easily.
700 food. Unqueue 12 vills, sell 1,000 food.
Oh god. He could play this game without taking gold anymore because his farm count is so high. He can always utilize the market.
That's wild, dude.
Ay, ay, ay. Man, I don't know. Would you agree with me if I come out here and say that Hera has stepped it out in the last couple of weeks compared to the last 1 year?
I think so. I think like the
3% better.
He's got a lot of motivation for AoE 2, which always drives Hera to another level. And he had the ladder race, the 2800 race. So I think that gave him some more excitement. And now it's back to tournaments again. He's leading his group easily in Titans League. There's JMB. There's NAC 4 coming up. Like, Hera's all in, essentially. And he's absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, he is. It's just... I was saying it a couple of days ago in my stream, where I was playing him and also watching his games, and I'm like, yeah, this reminds me of the old peak Viper, where you
Mhm.
had the feeling he's everywhere, he's executing everything perfectly, and he doesn't do any single mistake. That's the vibe I got, and that was scary.
Although I did watch you beat him a few times on ladder.
Most of the time because of SIP advantage.
Oh yeah, I mean, but you take him where you can get him. You take him where you can get him, dude.
I mean, Dave, it's not like
Come
I'm a
on.
pleb, man. It's like I know
It's-
this. I know this game.
You take him, dude. You take your wins when you can. All right.
Of course I do. Every single one, because I don't know how many I can get. Gotta get all of them in. Ah. Okay, Dave, I'm in the game. I'm not sure if you are as well,
I am, yeah.
because we have gone from coast to mountain all the time.
And
Verbally.
Hera's not going to the coast yet. He is
No.
actually going to the mountain first, but Vinchester is taking a trip down to the coast with Byzantines, and he's going to set up the dock. Is Hera going to go no dock? No, he's sending a villa out now. Okay.
Well, yeah, okay, but it's fine. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen this map being played for quite some time, a few months already, right? Of course, there was a phase last year where it was played a little bit more often. It was part of the resurgence also for the first season of JMB. But yeah, ever since not. And I honestly don't remember anymore what was the best strategy. I just remember that Miguel really nailed it on this map.
I can't remember that game, but I can tell you what isn't the best strategy.
Tell me.
Stonewalling your entire base and going Cavalier against Berbers.
Do you have players in mind like Daniel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Danny Boy tried that. So we've eliminated one possible strategy. Now we see two differences here. Hera has Hindustanis, Vinch has Byzantines. I'm predicting a camel war.
Can
And I
be.
think the Byzantines win the camel war.
Depends on the upgrades. If
What
you
does
have,
that sound? Were you trying to like
if you
is that the sound this camel's making or what's
I have a good camel voice. No, I'm just thinking, Dave, if you have bloodlines on
Yeah.
your camels.
Oh,
and you
true.
have
And
the-
you have the faster attacking, yeah.
And you have the fast attacking, then that's better for
But
Indians.
think
or
about what gets
Hindustanis.
added in a camel war. Monks, who has the 2 times faster healing.
That's a huge thing. Yeah. However, I'm really not sure if we will see that. It could be Dave, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Cool. Yep. Think we'll see the water contest early, and it's already a second no fishing ships. Second dock from Hera goes up to feudal age with 18 or 17 population.
Now that is that is something which is a little bit interesting because I don't think we have seen that before. And Vinchester, he feels comfortable with Byzantines, right? His fire ships are faster in attacking, so
Yeah.
he'll be like, okay, I'm sure I will win the water, but Hera is going to be overwhelming with the numbers here, and Vinchester will have to move away from the water as the food income.
Did you see the Hera game on Titans League the other day on Scandinavia against Kapoch?
No, what did he do?
He went up with 14 population as Mongols. And went
That's-
for a forward dock. No fishing ships of his own. Went for a forward dock.
Yeah.
To contest the fish from Kapoch, and he managed to kill the fish before Kapoch even had loom. His villagers and was even clicking up.
Yeah.
It was wild, but he added fish behind it. So his primary objective was getting to feudal age, getting the military out, and he's going to have galleys before Vinchester is even in feudal age, and all these fishing ships will be dead. And then if he secures the water, then he can start adding fish, and it's better long term for him.
Yeah. I remember Larry did that approach against Viper in DreamHack. You remember? But Viper scouted it, so it didn't work out. But
Which map was it?
It was Scandi. It was Scandinavia as well, and he was Mongols. So it was exactly the same as you were saying.
I don't remember that.
It was game 8, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Game 7 or game 8?
Yep. Okay.
And that's the thing. I think Hera and Lyri practiced that one together.
Well, it was only a best of 7, so it couldn't have been game 8. Forward archer range from Vinchester.
Shit. Was it? Yeah, was best of 7?
Hera's going to lose a Vil to the Lion if he's not careful, Jordan. Hera's going to lose a Vil to the Lion if he's not careful. Hera's going to lose a Vil to the Lion if he's not careful. I'm not lying to you. There is a Lion. He's going to lose a Vil, bro.
But but the Lion is... Okay, the Lion is dead. I thought it would
That's
upgrade.
so bad.
It is really bad. But at least now he knows that he doesn't have Bloom. Oh! He got that... Oh, he got the house. That was a beautiful save here. But now, and all of a sudden, Vinchester has so much more surface to work with than if he had been walled out there. So this line, I think, is a could be a game changer here, Dave.
Yep, I think he would have got in anyway, even if Hera had Loom and killed that Lion, just because of the timing. And the skirmishers are already coming in, and he's holding it open with spearmen. He's harassing the Vils with skirms, and Hera, the good early water push gets him control of that water, and he can start adding fish there to expand his eco. But Vinchester, I think, with a fantastic response, instead of playing the water contest, he knows he's going to lose his fishing ships, just goes on land instead and does this classic Byzantine trash rush with a tower follow-up. Hera's going to be really struggling.
Yeah, I love it as well. And you know the best thing, Dave, is that he now, after all this, can add fire galleys. And those fire galleys can be very, very strong on water. He just needs 2, and he's going to be able to win the water back again. So that's something you can easily add now. Even goes for the wheelbarrow, love it. And now he will also try to be annoying on that tower. He will not get any villager kills most likely, but just being annoying.
Yeah, the efficiency here for Hera is going to really, really tank.
Yeah.
Also, he can get some damage with that tower. I think he's going to kill a villager.
He killed one.
Did kill a villager from Hera, and
That's huge.
Hera's eco, it's like, it's not pretty. That's for sure.
It doesn't look pretty at all. Ay. I mean, the idea behind it was good. Just going for very fast uptime and just getting control of the water. But Vinchester has done a beautiful job in anticipating here. Or adapting.
And Hera has to...
Yeah.
Hera has to keep committing now that he sees a flag on that dock.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what's in there. It could just be one fire galley. Hera has to keep committing to water. Otherwise, he loses.
I think the likelihood is very high that he doesn't even notice it. And that can be so devastating for him because he already has 4 fishing boats out. Okay, he adds a fire galley now. But he still runs the risk of losing those fish. However, if you look at the food count, that looks very healthy for him. 600 food in the bank already.
Yeah, he's taking all that hunt to the side. I think Vinchester probably should have gone over there with the spearmen and killed those ostrich.
Yeah.
But he doesn't think that Hera's taking a risk and expanding this way, so Hera's taking advantage of all of that free food over there as Vinchester gets fletching. Hera now queuing up scouts, Jordan. He's gone for a stable. So he's going to attempt to pick off some villagers from Vinchester, and look at Vinch's eco. Wide open.
Super open. That's the classy Vinchester play. He always loves to play very, very open. The reason why he does that is, I think, because he didn't have access to gold. Right? He didn't have access to gold, and therefore he didn't want to risk going for a cast stage while not having the resources he needs.
And he didn't see the stable, so he doesn't have spearmen near his resources. He lost the water contest there. He's going to find the villagers at the bottom on stone, which is something. Maybe he can switch some army over to that side. And he'll push in through the north, but I think Hera's going to be fine up there.
Yeah.
With just a few walls behind this, and Hera still has these scouts, so he can choose to dive on the military from Vinch, or he could just go to Vinch's base. And we looked at Vinch's base earlier. Just so open.
It is super open. And the thing is, yes, the tower is being charged against by those villagers from Vinchester.
Hera will take this. He'll take this any day, I think.
Yeah, I think he's totally fine as well. Because the tower is going to survive here, and the tower behind is going to help so much in cleaning up here. So, this is just ideal, I would say, for Hera. The thing...
Hera walled in those spearmen, Jordan.
That is so
He
huge.
walled in those spearmen. Now he has no spearmen to deal with the scouts.
Oh, this is a lovely move. It sounds or looks not as heavy, but it is heavy indeed. And now, with all that happening, the stable switch from Hera can be, very, very strong. And Vinchester, look at his resources. He is struggling. He doesn't have any defense ready so far.
If Vinch had either run under the TC with his army to the south or killed those ostrich, I think Hera would be in a way worse position than he is. But, I mean, Vinch didn't have all the information we had, right? So he's not aware of Hera just stretching out to the side here, getting a bunch of free food. Hera now killing that dock villager. So no more repairs coming in on that dock. It looks like he's going to keep his his fishing ship safe, and now it's just free reign in Vinchester's eco. It's still wide open.
Yeah, and I'm just surprised by the fact that his resources look as bad as they do. I thought he would have around 300 food, at least already banked, but there's nothing, Dave, absolutely nothing. And all those villagers, does Hera see it? Hera didn't see it, did he? Now running into a spearman himself. That's a little bit unfortunate for Hera here. He's charging in against that spearman with those 4 scouts. And another one here as well. So I don't think Hera is going to accomplish too much here. Especially with those scouts on stand ground.
Yeah, he was busy clicking up to Castle Age.
Yeah, and microing
busy
on water.
with other things.
Yeah. And now, overall, Dave, which position do we prefer?
Hera, 100%.
Hera 100%. You know what's...
How could you not?
Yeah.
He's gonna have a castle, dude. He's gonna have a castle, and then Ghoulims are just gonna rip through a feudal opponent.
Yeah.
What do you do against Ghoulims in feudal age?
Yeah, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. The only thing which is a little bit problematic for Hera right now is that he doesn't have gold access. And in the south, he doesn't see it. He doesn't see the gold in the south.
Well,
that's the issue.
he can get it when he places his castle down.
No. Which he will place there, right? How dope would the move be to go forward with 10 villages and drop a cast in the front of your opponent's TC, Dave?
On a scale from 1 to Mr. Yo, it would be a Mr. Yo. 100%.
It would be good. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Be sick. Because, like, I mean, it probably wouldn't be the smartest decision ever, but, like, how does Vinchester ever stop that? I guess he has to go for 3 counter towers of his own.
Yeah, it just can't. The archers of Vinchester are doing some good damage.
Yeah, and now the castle position can't go there immediately.
Yeah.
And Vinchester's actually like taking advantage of the position he gained earlier. Also, if he gets a market up, he can maybe buy his way up to Castle Age. He almost has enough stone for a castle of his own.
Yep.
And cataphracts actually do fairly well against Ghoulims.
Yep.
There's the market right there. But Hera opts for a second TC first and then goes for the castle.
I'm surprised he didn't chop that tree here. I think that would have been a good move to get the castle just a little bit
I don't
closer.
think it was a straggler tree.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I think that was part of the wood line initially, so.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense then. Obviously, good thing for Hera. He has the full freedom on water right now because the dog has been killed. However, his opponent up to cast stage himself now, and with the position being as it is, Dave, I think Vinchester will buy or be able to buy himself enough time to get defense out against those Golem.
Yeah, maybe. Where does the castle go from him? Is it just full cataphract production? I'd love to see cataphracts surprising Hera. Hera could come in with like 10 golems and 2 cataphracts could just completely destroy that entire army.
And now the forward army from Vinchester is going to be completely annihilated here. And yeah, castle has to come up as soon as possible. And I think, Dave, will we see it close to the TC or will we see it at the golden stone?
I don't know where it goes. I feel like the gold and the stone is good long term, but you don't need it immediately, right? Because like the golems aren't, you're walled there, and like it's gonna be tough for them to get through the walls. So maybe between the gold and the TC, I don't know, dude. I really don't.
The thing is, placing it close to the TC is always going to be a little bit risky because in theory the Golem could raid it, but yeah, it should still be fine. I mean, he has 5 Golem right now. I'm just wondering, like, Cataphracts are nice against Golem, yes, but Camels are just the lovely unit as well for the Hindustanis here. And they do quite okay-ish against the Cataphracts as well.
They don't really, though.
They
I
don't?
don't think Cataphracts are taking any boss damage from
Dave, there was a hole!
There is a giant hole. Yeah, there's a very obvious hole, and now it is a situation where it doesn't matter where the castle is placed, so long as the castle is placed somewhere, because my man has 36 villagers making that castle. He needs this stack.
Oh god, that hurts a lot, man. And you were saying castle doesn't make sense because he's safe behind the walls. Haha.
Yeah, well, that's what happens. He goes for 2 TCs immediately as well. A little bit of a roadblock there on that second TC he was building, but the Cataphracts are now out. Hera will need to switch into something else. I think it's should probably be like monks, range units here for Hera.
I'm surprised. Okay, camels apparently don't do that well against Cataphracts.
No, camels are no good against Cataphracts.
How did I not know that, man?
Gotta
Not
play more
something-
Europe map, dude.
Yeah, something I have to play more often. Well, what does Hindustanis do then against Cataphracts? Hand Cannoneer and
Hand Cannoneers, yeah. Also, Cataphracts are really expensive, right? So it's like, look at these Golems just struggled to take this thing down.
It's crazy.
They had him completely outnumbered.
Yeah.
They ambushed him in a back alley, and they still couldn't take him down.
No. If you look at the situation, 2 TCs for Hera, 3 TCs for Vinchester. Vinchester with wheelbarrow though. So if you take everything into consideration, I would say it is very equal. Very, very equal.
I wouldn't mind seeing Vinchester toss a dock down at some point, like a sneaky little dock. Not too big of an investment. And even if you force Hera in defending there, it's distracting him with nothing else.
Dave, I think that's exactly what Vinchester will opt for, because he sends a villager down to the coast. And I don't think the villager is meant to be down from the coast to the mountain. Supposed to do.
Oh, she's going mountain to coast. She's not going coast to mountain, dude. She's going mountain to nope, she's going mountain to ostrich. Never mind.
Mountain to ostrich. That's the way to handle the situation the best way.
Yep.
Okay, forging incoming for Hera. Interesting. He remains on the Golem play.
Okay.
Continues building them.
So maybe he's thinking that Vinchester won't really super invest into Cataphracts.
Yep.
He'll just make a few, which is exactly what's happened so far. And maybe he can convert the Cataphracts with his monks.
He doesn't pay attention right now. And that is so crucial, because one conversion here makes already such a huge difference.
Also, massive difference between Cataphracts and Knights. Cataphracts will take 4 hits to clear up a monk. A Knight will take 3.
Yeah.
So you'll probably get converted.
Yeah.
Unless you get forging, that's fine.
Man, how do you know those in and
Well,
out?
you can. I mean, it's got 9 attack, and the monk has 30 HP. So, like, I mean, I don't know. How do I know that? Second grade, maybe?
Of course, like in Germany, we learned that in first already.
Oh, okay. First grade, then. Fine.
I thought that you actually know that on top of your head. Like, you know, the Europe players, they apparently know a lot of things.
No, there's not a lot on the top of my head. Sure.
You're a simple man, Dave, right? Just enjoying life.
Exactly. Like Cass going in for Vinch. He can snipe the monks, and if he snipes the monks, the golems are just easy meat, right? Both players going for another TC too, as Hera goes for a second castle down there. Really booming up. He's got a giant gap in between his 2 bases. It's actually kind of like, I don't know if you find it difficult, but I find it difficult when I have a split base economy like this to really keep myself kind of centered and keep my focus in the right places.
No.
You don't find difficulty in that? Okay.
No. Maybe
You know what I'm talking about, though?
if I were playing with a controller, then maybe.
Okay.
You also struggle with that with a computer?
Yeah, it's hard to keep yourself
Really?
focused on what needs to go on. Yeah.
I guess that's why you're only that rating you have.
Yeah, I guess it is. Could also be the 10,000 less games I've played than you.
Oh, hey. It's okay. I was just trying to analyze the situation.
All the
okay?
monks are dead. All the monks are dead.
Dave, Hera goes up to him privilege. His presence on the map is completely gone, though. He has a slight economy advantage. Now,
He's adding more farms. He's got 45 on food right now. Just classic Hera.
which civ do you prefer, Byzantines or Hindustanis in late imp?
This is a tough one. Because I think Hindustanis have like the better death ball. With the hand cannons are just so tough. But also Cataphract is good against them. Cataphract helps Kerm, Bomber Cannon, Monk.
I'm just thinking, if you go Hussar, Hand Cannoneer as Hindustanis, that's going to be very tough for Byzantines to beat.
But there's so much space here, right?
Yeah.
So it's like the Hussar, you can use their mobility, but your hand cannons are going to be slow
No.
to push across.
No.
Most of the fight is going to revolve around this top area too, and it's going to revolve around like castles staying up. And if we think about castles staying up, Byzantine castles have a lot of HP. So that might come into play here too.
That's
It's
very
very interesting civ matchup, actually.
Yep.
I can't say I favor like one heavily over the other.
Yeah. I mean, if we're thinking about Byzantines in late imp, that's always going to be one of the strongest civs in RM. It's just the way it is. Their trash units are just amazing. They have a counter to literally everything. And yeah, the castle drop of Vinchester, I'm not sure if that one is going to be too successful, as his opponent has just reached Imperial Age, while Vinchester is quite far away from that.
Hera's also teching the camels here. He's getting iron casting. He's got Golem and he's got Camel coming up against these Cataphracts, but the Cataphracts have no upgrades.
Dave, he's thinking like me. The pro players don't know. Camels counter Cataphracts. It's easy.
I think Imperial Camels should do okay. But
Why?
that's a long way away. And look at these camels. Look at how much damage they're doing to these Cataphracts.
They do nothing.
Yeah, I know. That's what I told you.
They do nothing, literally.
Yeah.
But
But they are
why?
there. I mean, they're a body in front, right? And these Cataphracts don't even have armor, by the way. So these camels are pathetic.
They do 4 damage.
They don't have armor, Jordan.
They do 4 damage.
Yeah. I told you. Gotta play more Europe.
What? But why would the Imperial Camel deal more damage there?
Because they have more base attack. They have 9 base attack.
Yeah, compared to 6. So instead of doing 4 damage, I do 7. Hallelujah.
Well, they might have more bonus damage as well. I don't know what the stats are on that, but Cataphracts only have so much anti-cavalry damage armor or resistance or whatever, so I don't know. Imperial Age is still 1 minute and 50 seconds away for Vinchester.
Yeah.
The Byzantine castle is going to be really useful here, surviving for a long time, but that's kind of soaking up his stone.
The Imperial Camel destroys Catas, apparently.
Does it? I don't think it destroys them. I don't think any level of camel destroys Cataphracts.
I think I have to test it, honestly. It's just, at this point, I feel a little bit bad not knowing that kind of stuff.
Both Heavy and Imperial Camel has net +2 damage versus Elite Cataphracts.
Nice.
Okay, that's from my chat, so believe it if you will.
Okay. Okay, so the castle in the front, it definitely bought Vinchester time to get himself the Arbalest transition going. However, what is the unit he will add to the mix? That's what I'm wondering right now.
He's got a lot of food. He's got a lot of food, Jordan. He wants that Elite Cataphract upgrade. He wants it, dude.
Yeah.
He wants it.
Yeah.
Just get it in the other castle. And he wants all. No, he wants.
He doesn't want it, Dave. He doesn't want it.
Doesn't want it hard enough. Imperial Camel is on the way from Hera.
Yeah.
Against non-elite Cataphracts, Imperial Camel should do fine. Against elite Cataphract, I don't think they trade evenly.
Yeah. I don't know. 180 population against 160. It definitely looks winnable still for Vinchester because I don't see how Hera can really kill Vinchester right now.
Well, Hera does have 4 relics, so that is good.
Mm-hmm.
And he's expanding out to the north, so maybe he can take control of that gold up there. He's got 47 on gold right now somewhere.
Wow.
Just wow. 62 on food, 47 on gold. He's all in for the camels. He's got 50 Imperial camels. 50 Imperial camels, and Elite Cataphract is not yet in. Pikeman isn't even in yet. Halb isn't in yet, so look out, Vinchester. Here comes the first wave. We'll be followed by another one, even if you clear this out.
Yeah, those camels, they also deal extra damage against buildings. So they're going to have a field day against those units and buildings here. Now,
Vinchester getting in a choke point. Ostrich blocking him, though. Ostrich. Big.
Oh, man. I would have shot that ostrich right now. Yeah, but the arbalists are dead here. Even though they're on a beautiful choke point, but the mass are just, it's just not available.
Okay, let's see how the Imperial Camels do against regular Cataphracts. Not even that good. These
They're
are
not
just
that
regular
strong.
Cataphracts with
Wow.
+1 armor only.
Just imagine that being elite, they would completely destroy those camels.
Yeah, they're going to get wiped up now just because of numerical and technological advantage.
Yeah.
And, well, Vinchester, he's at 123 villagers going into Halb now, but Hera is just going to be able to snowball, right? Look at the eco for him. 71 on food, 26 on gold right now.
There's just,
Disgusting.
Vinchester doesn't have time. That's the issue for him. He just does not have any single time here. And Hera is just completely all over the place, raiding like these camels were hussars. And yeah, these 3 traps that took care of the castle at his base are now transitioning to the coast because they want to go to the castle, not to the
Going
mountain.
mountain to coast. All the arbalists are dead. All the halbs are dead.
Yeah.
All the villagers are dead. The houses are going to die. Vinchester was housed for like 5 minutes before. Not likely to be again because look at the bodies.
The bodies are dead. They're completely dead here, Dave.
Elite Golem even from Hera. Interesting. Doesn't need it, but he can afford it, so why not?
It's just showing off right now. I'm just like, what else is there in the technology tree for my Civ?
And that hole is still there. The hole is still there, Jordan. Vinchester's trying to like make houses behind the other wall. The hole is still there.
Yeah.
fine.
I guess he didn't really pay attention to where the Gulam came in earlier. Because otherwise that would have been plugged there. And Vinchester still trying to stay in the game here. But Dave, I think his time has come to call it.
Yep. I think he's out.
Oh,
Hera
man,
even stonewalling.
I'm so good with the timings. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
It's unbelievable. It really is. Like Vinchester at 14 military, he's lost, 40 pop, and Jordan, unbelievable ability to say that Vinchester is going to call the game. It's just phenomenal. How do you do it?
The way you phrased it makes me look like... Okay, thank you. I was actually happy, I was happy about myself. But the way you phrased it, Dave...
Okay, wait a
like,
second.
Hello. This was really good anticipation from me.
No, I think you just... I think you're doing a great job, man.
Every time you say something positive about me, I have to question it.
Yeah. Sign of a healthy friendship.
Thank you. Finest sarcasm, yeah. That points it out the best. Dave, do you know who won in the second semifinals?
I don't yet. Is this still going?
No, they have
I would assume that it would be Viper.
They have already finished long time ago.
Long time? Okay, then it was definitely Viper.
Yeah, but the score was apparently 2-1.
Oh.
Yeah. But we have a banger finals now, though. Hera against Viper,
Hera
not too
against
bad.
Viper, yeah. Yeah, and I think in the last JMB, Viper wasn't even playing most of the time, right? So he was doing AoE 4?
He didn't participate one single time, actually.
Oh, God. That just never supports his friends, does he?
You know how many Gamer Legions signed up for this one? Only him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's supportive.
You take like the top 8 people on the ladder, right? Isn't that how you get?
Yeah.
So like, I mean, Doubt's not going to be in it.
Doubt's not gonna be in this.
Doubt's in like the 40s or the 50s, right?
Yeah. He even told me like
down there with Doubt's in the John Slow tier.
he even told me like it's not happening.
Yeah.
It's just not happening.